Hi, this is Jim with Stone Cold Customs in Enid, Oklahoma.
And this is Nate with Stone Cold Customs.
Been building vehicles probably 30 years, 32 years. Started when I was a young boy in my dad's welding shop. Grew up around drag cars and pulling trucks, paint and body work. Started welding when I was about 10 years old. And Nate came to me, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah, probably that now.
And didn't know shit about this place.
No.
Nothing.
Literally just walked in and was like, hey, I like cars, and now we're here.
Yeah. He's a great addition to the shop. He didn't know how to do body work, didn't know how to weld, didn't know how to paint, and he does all of that now. Whatever I'm not doing, he can take care of the slack from that. He takes care of all the body work and final assembly on a lot of vehicles, wiring. We do a lot of Holley fuel injections here, so he takes care of all that for us. We don't really specialize in what everybody else does. We don't do your normal full-size brand new truck on big wheels. We do a lot of hot rods, we do chop tops, a lot of subtle mods that most people won't even notice. And that's why I have him. I want to make sure that he notices any imperfections before it goes to paint. And what do you think? You learned a lot here so far?
Oh, for sure. I literally came to you with not a clue, just a friend told me about you, said the place out here is pretty cool, wanted to check it out, and started here, and for some reason I'm still here, so I must be doing something at least halfway right.
Yeah, we have a good time here. We don't argue, don't fight. We just turn the music up and just work. We're not open to the public. We don't have a big showroom, big storefront, anything like that. We got to schedule by appointment only out here, and that way we turn our phones off and just work and have a good time. Been known for a few times that fireworks shoot underneath the bathroom door.
Yeah.
And kind of make things a little bit exciting out here, but definitely a good time. So we're gonna show you around a little bit, and we'll both explain kind of what we're doing, and we'll go from there. So. Here's one of our SEMA builds. It's a 58 Apache, tons of metal work in it. Stuff that most people won't even notice, but a lot of body work, a lot of metal finish. Nate's taking care of a lot of that. What do you think? How many hours you got in sanding and stuff? I mean, it's ungodly. It's
more than I could possibly try to remember. It just so many hours of just grinding down welds and sanding everything smooth. It takes a lot of time.
A lot of subtle stuff that we do here that most people won't even notice. We're going to come over here and we'll show you one of our other SEMA builds. This is a 65 C10 that is by far not your normal truck. If it's your normal truck, you need to take it somewhere else. We don't even want to mess with it. We're doing a C10 dually, but we're not using the dually fenders. Everything's tucked inside. We're going to have 700 horse, 12 valve Cummins in it on 24-inch Alcoas. Built the chassis, one-off mandrel bent chassis from here in the shop. So we try to do everything a little bit different. We're not about the boring stuff. Nate's working on this Lincoln here. Can you tell them more about that? So.
Yeah, we got the 69 Lincoln in. Customer came in looking to get it put on air ride, just put it on some bags and be quick done and over with it, and decided he wanted to do a Holley fuel injection system on it and wanted to do a bit of vintage air on it to put some nice air conditioning in it. And then, of course, after all that, he decided he wanted to do a bit of a color change. So we're going to be painting it gloss black with matte black trim and bumpers, and doing a black interior to match on it.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one and we'll kind of show you around the shop. Let's go over here and we don't have a lot of finished vehicles in here at the moment. We try to get them out as soon as possible. This is some of my builds, my personal builds from over the years. My sister's build is up there. My wife has a build up here that I built for her. This build here was in probably 93, 94, and just progressed from there. This is one of our SEMA builds that is my mom's old postal Jeep, and totally did it after she retired, and it was actually her Jeep that she used on the mail route, and we kind of gave it a new life after she was done with it. So just a little bit of what we do around here. So we're going to show you the body shop now. We got a complex of shops around here. It's not just a fab shop, not just a body shop. We try to be self-contained with everything that we do. Nate takes care of a lot of the body work that we do, and he's going to show you the Bel Air that we're doing right now. It's getting close to paint. So this is our prep area. So I'll let you talk to Nate and let him tell you what it's all about. So.
All right, we got a 53 Bel Air here. Just been working on priming and blocking it, making sure to get all the little imperfections out and everything, and make sure everything's nice and smooth before we get it into the paint booth. Just got a little bit of work to do on this firewall where someone else had done it before and didn't do necessarily the nicest job on it, just real thick filler. And
now just be honest, somebody fuckered up the firewall.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see how bad it is. We
Yeah.
redo that stuff. We don't sacrifice any quality at all. So like I said, if you want a quick job, if you want the normal job, you need to take it somewhere else. Otherwise, stuff like this, Nate and I can handle, and we'll unfuck it. So,
for lack of better terms,
yeah.
But yeah, gonna fix up this firewall, do a nice bead roll on it, make sure it's all looking good, and just get it all blocked, primed, and painted, and just ready to go.
Yep, and we got another SEMA build here. This is actually my personal build. We're taking 3 builds to SEMA this year. Among all of our other shop builds that we have, but it's a 55 Chevy panel, chopped at 5 inches, numerous hours in metal work on this thing, probably 500 hours in the top, just getting it chopped and getting it right, you know. So this thing's getting close to being ready to go. Got a big block Chevy for it, mandrel bent chassis, all done in house. So we're excited to see this thing getting ready. So we're going to go over to the other shop. Like I said, we got more than one shop. We're all self-contained. We do as much as we can in-house. We got a paint booth here. Just all we can do here is quality control. So we're gonna go over here. This is our storage and our rotating shop. It's a 40 by 60 shop, and if customers kind of need to hold up on money a little bit or waiting on parts, we'll put it over here. Or if we have another build coming, we'll put it over here while we're working on, you know, stuff that needs to go right now. So we're gonna head over this way, and kind of a peaceful day out here. We live outside the city limits of the country. We got some donkeys out here that we feed every day. They always come up here, and I feed them carrots every day. So kind of a nice environment out here. Like I said, no big storefront. I don't think we need it. We stay plenty busy without it. So I don't know. I think I stress Nate out at times because we have so many bills going and deadlines, and you know, we got Slamboree in Oklahoma coming up, and then we got SEMA, and then we got the PRI show. So we stay busy. And I see the look on his face face, on any given day, like, shit, we got too much work or long hours or whatever, but
It's all worth it in the end. See a nice quality build done, it makes you happy.
yeah. So let's go on here and we'll show you the other shop. And this shop is just full of more awesomeness. We got 63 Impala. We're tons of work on it. The chassis done. We're getting the metal work done on it. We're working on our SEMA build for 2020 already. We got 2 in the works already for that. We got this 65 Mustang. Never been put together, brand new body. So we're excited about it. It's for a client out of Texas. Super cool with the progress and the budget and everything. So we're excited to see that done for next year. So let's tell them about our truck from Colorado, Nate.
One of Jim's friends, Negative Camber, the truck club he's in, wanted to do a 90s tribute build, just to celebrate really what mini trucking is. Just nice full-size truck, getting all the graphics done on it and everything, and just everything's pretty much good to go, but we gotta do a little bit of finishing up on it, a little bit of touch up, putting together the interior, and getting it all looking real nice before we take it to Slamboree in about a month or so. And this same customer from Colorado has this Trailblazer up here that we'll be putting a 383 in with a full mandrel bent chassis, on bags and everything, just laid out, looking good. But like Jim said before, this isn't your normal shop. We don't do things like other shops would do. We try to do things that not necessarily other shops would try to do. We just do the crazy, do things different. Just try to put everything together nicely and make everything flow nicely with all the subtle details to it, but just try to, for lack of better words, build cool shit.
We got another build over here that is special to me. It's a square body S10 Blazer. Customer from California shipped it all the way to Oklahoma for us. I was in the Marine Corps many years ago, and the client's son passed away in the military, so it's a tribute to him. We're doing another full chassis on it, doing a 90s build like back when the customer and I grew up, back when the graphics were in style and people didn't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on vehicles. We just did the best we could, and so he shipped it to me, and then he flew out, and we did some long, hard thoughts and just getting a good game plan on what we wanted to do to tribute this to his son that passed away. And so we're on game plan once again for another full chassis under it. That will probably have an LS in it, but it'll be one of the coolest trucks in the country. So probably that'll be in one of our SEMA builds for next year also. So we got our hands full for sure. We got a waiting list for probably a couple years. Just people wanting to come in and just get what we do, and they're willing to wait. So I'm going to take the phone for just a minute, and I'm going to introduce my 12-year-old daughter. She loves being in the shop. Her name is Kenzie, and she's already been bead rolling metal. She helped me prime the panel. She's not afraid to get dirty, and she's going to be a great asset to the shop. So I think, not everybody needs to go to college. They need to learn a good craft, and I think we're plenty busy out here, so we like to do what we do, and we definitely have some awesome customers and friends that support us. We buy cars and flip cars, and Kinsey kind of takes care of some detailing on some of those, and she's really learning fast like Nate did, and I'm glad that she's a part of my shop. So I'm going to give the phone back to her, and we'll wrap this up. Well, I appreciate your time. You know, Nate and I work super hard out here, you know, probably 7 days a week as we're approaching SEMA. So, you know, any consideration for a TV show would be, you know, greatly appreciated. I think we have nothing but the best to offer, you know, as far as quality and products and personality. I think you couldn't go wrong with choosing us for your TV show. What do you think?
Like Jim said, we're really just a couple guys out here in Oklahoma doing the best we can, doing everything we know how, and I think we're doing something right to have shops this full and 2 of them just completely packed full. I mean, we're obviously doing something right, we're doing a ton of quality work, and if you guys would definitely consider us for a TV show, it'd be well worth your time.
Yep. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.